watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Hi there. Today is Monday, October 9th, 2023. This is News 25. I'm Missy Kohler. There was an officer-involved shooting over the weekend on Sunday. Nye County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to the 500 block of Bernarch Road and Linda Street. The call evolved into a prohibited person that was in possession of a firearm who stated he would shoot himself if police entered the home. According to the report, one of the parties in the family dispute was prohibited from possessing a firearm due to a prior felony conviction. According to Nye County sheriffs, the suspect barricaded himself in his residence and refused to exit. At approximately 8:20 p.m., the suspect pointed a firearm at sheriff's deputies, resulting in a deputy discharging their weapon, striking the suspect. The suspect was pronounced dead at the scene. An autopsy will determine if the suspect took his own life or if it was a result of an officer returning fire at the suspect. Further details will be provided this coming Wednesday, October 11th, by Sheriff Joe McGill, and News 25 will be there. Two cars collided over the weekend, sending two to the hospital. News 25 reporter David Preston has the story.
Jason Ernest of Mount West Lawyers. Don't be bullied by insurance companies. Call me, 775-727-9500.
A two-vehicle crash happened over the weekend at the intersection of Homestead Road and Dandelion Street late Sunday. According to Nye County Sheriff deputies, the driver of the silver Chevy traveling east on Dandelion failed to stop at the stop sign, colliding with the gray Kia Soul, which was heading northbound on Homestead. The drivers of both vehicles were injured and transported to Desert View Hospital by Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue. Traffic was being diverted away from the crash site in both directions. There are no other injuries reported.
As of today, Monday, October 9th, the death toll in the Israel-Hamas conflict has reached 1,200, including 9 U.S. citizens. Mikey Ruin has the details.
The Israel military said Monday it has since retaken control of all communities around Gaza, and Hamas launched an unprecedented attack on Israel early Saturday. As of Monday morning, more than 700 Israeli civilians, including over 250 people attending a music festival, and members of the military were killed by the Palestinian militant group. Another 2,150 wounded, as confirmed by Israeli officials Monday. Almost 600 people have been killed on the Gaza Strip from Israel's retaliatory airstrikes, according to the enclave's health ministry. At least 9 U.S. citizens are among those killed, a National Security Council spokesperson confirmed Monday morning. Israel formally declared war on Hamas Sunday following unprecedented attacks by Hamas that left hundreds dead. More than 2 million Palestinians live within the area that's roughly the size of Washington, D.C., and have little ability to move due to a blockade that's been in place since 2007.
And just in, the death toll has now reached 1,500, including 11 U.S. citizens. Naval and Marine personnel are now deployed into the Persian Gulf now that the Biden administration has made the official proposal. Rory Roselle has this story.
More than 3,000 U.S. Navy personnel and Marines sailed into the Suez Canal on Sunday after the Biden administration weighs its options to deter Iran from seizing any commercial tanker ships in the Persian Gulf region. The 26th Marine Expeditionary Group, along with other sailors and the Marines of an amphibious ready group, led the USS Baton, as well as being accompanied by the dock landing ship USS Carter Hall, is said to provide a greater flexibility and maritime capability for the United States, according to naval officials this morning. This deployment brings additional aircraft, helicopters, and amphibious landing craft to join a dozen U.S. F-35s, F-16s, and an A-10 aircraft, as well as Navy-guided missile destroyers that have already arrived in the region in the recent weeks and months to ramp up the joint controls in and around the Strait of Hormuz. According to other reports, Iran has escalated its attempts to seize any commercial ships in the Gulf waterways, especially in the recent months with the U.S. Justice Department's confiscation of a Marshall Islands flagger tanker that was carrying Iranian fuel to China in April. Among the military requests is an authorization to embark the militaries on civil commercial ships flying foreign flags. The plan, drafted by the U.S. Central Command, first requires consent by the regional governments and private companies. If fully approved by the Biden administration, the broader proposal could leverage the military's own self-defense authorities to enable the U.S. naval and air forces to protect foreign flag tanker ships from the aggression by Iran, according to other reports.
A 5-year-old child was struck by a delivery van before 8 a.m. near Losee and Craig in North Las Vegas. This happened on October 6 as he was dropped off for school. RJ Camacho has the story.
A 5-year-old boy was pronounced dead after being struck by a work van on October 6. According to reports, this occurred when the young boy was being dropped off at a school where he was stuck around 7:50 a.m. Preliminary investigators revealed that while waiting on private property in a line of stopped vehicles in order to be dropped off at school, the boy had exited the vehicle from the rear driver's side door and ran across the driveway. At the same time, the driver of a work van happened to be pulling out from behind stopped vehicles to get around them and struck the boy. The child was then transported to UMC Trauma Center and was reported to be in serious condition before later being pronounced dead at the hospital. There is no impairment suspected of the driver of the van, and they are currently cooperating with the ongoing investigation. The North Las Vegas Police Department has urged those with information regarding this collision to contact the North Las Vegas Police Department at 702-633-9111. And for those who wish to remain anonymous, you can contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555.
We've received an update on this story. The driver of the delivery van, Guillermo Senoboya, has been arrested and faces involuntary manslaughter charges. He has been booked into the North Las Vegas Community Correctional Center. According to the report, Guillermo did not appear to be impaired after he struck the child, but a blood test reveals he has a DUI warrant out of Texas. We'll be back with more News 25 after the break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. The 101st Fire Prevention Week kicked off on October 8th, and the American Red Cross of Southern Nevada has some safety tips.
The American Red Cross of Southern Nevada is partnering with local fire departments during the 101st Fire Prevention Week, October 8th through the 14th, to emphasize the importance of cooking and kitchen fire safety. Cooking is the leading cause of home fire injuries and nearly half of all home fires. Nationwide, fire departments respond to over 170,000 home fires caused by cooking each year. The National Fire Protection Association states the primary cause for these fires is unattended stoves during cooking. These fires result in hundreds of deaths, thousands of injuries, and over $1 billion in damage annually. The Red Cross of Southern Nevada offers the following kitchen cooking and fire safety tips. To prevent a fire in your kitchen, monitor your cooking. Unattended cooking is the leading cause of cooking fires. Wear short or loose-fitting sleeves to prevent loose clothing from catching fire. Regularly clean cooking surfaces to prevent food and grease buildup. Keep curtains, towels, pot holders, solvents, and flammable cleaners away from the stove. Never store gasoline indoors. Turn pan handles inward to prevent spills. To put out a cooking fire in your kitchen, call 911 immediately. For grease or oil fires, smother flames by sliding a pan lid over them. Turn off the heat and leave the lid on until the pan cools. Do not carry the pan outside. Use baking soda to extinguish other food fires, but never use water or flour. Smother fire with a wet towel or other large wet cloth. Keep a fire extinguisher in the kitchen and know how to use it correctly.
The director of Great Basin College held a ribbon-cutting ceremony this past Friday, and News 25 was there.
My name is Dr. Christopher Salute. I'm the fairly new director of our campus here in Pahrump of Great Basin College. It's my 4th month here, and one of the first things I noticed was that we had this great lending library, at the front of our campus. We had one bookshelf with some books. Actually, thank you to Laura Demmingham and our social work department for starting that library. And I thought to myself, what can we do to create more education and more just free thinking spirit here on the campus? If you don't know what a free little library is, let me explain to you what we are dedicating. We have 2 indoor free little libraries. You are looking at one of them that we are dedicating. Usually they are outside, but since we had the bookshelves, we thought we would start here. Our plans are to build one outside as well. A free little library works this way. We survive on donations from the community, we survive on donations from you, and we survive on you potentially bringing your books back when you're done reading them, unless you want to keep them. The way it works is you come on over, you grab a book, you leave a book, whatever you feel like doing. You are never obligated to leave a book. You are always wonderfully granted to take as many books as you'd like. We are here for you. And when I tell you, we have books and books and books and books to fill this library back up, so please do not be shy. I want to also thank Misty from Bookworm Haven for donating plenty of books to keep us moving throughout the semester. I'm also going to give a little shout out to our local library for doing the same thing. So please feel free to take some books. Without further ado, and I want to also thank our student government brand new president, SGA president, Allie, for coming to our huge aid and gathering this entire crowd. Allie's been our president now for since yesterday. Since yesterday, but she's been a longtime senator, and she has just started her role in the nursing program. So Allison Van Holder, will you please come up and screw in the plaque for the Little Free Library? Awesome, good job. Great, thank you. And last but not least, I'd like to invite Misty up from Bookworm Haven. Misty donated a ton of books and is a great partner for our school. By the way, please feel free to go over to Bookworm Haven. If you mention that you are a student at Great Basin College, you get 50% off due to our donations. And we also have some free coupons in each of our little swag bags for you to get a free book at Bookworm Haven. But without further ado, please feel free to snip the ribbon. Awesome. Good job.
So we're very happy to be here today. Bookworm Haven met Christopher Salute with the Great Basin College and discovered that there was a need for donations for the lending library. Reading is our passion, and getting people books at reasonable prices and for free at the lending libraries is absolutely what we are all about. Allison Van Holder is not only the president of the student government body here, but she also happens to be the niece of the owner of Bookworm Haven. So, like I said, on behalf of the both of us, we're just very delighted to be here today and to see that people are getting the access to learning materials and reading materials at, like I said, very low cost or no cost at all.
My family has owned Bookworm Haven. It was opened in '85. My family has been a big part of Pahrump since then, and I started here the nursing program, and I'm now president of the Student Government Association, and this is just one of the many projects that we have upcoming for Great Basin College, and hopefully we'll get this campus more out there so people know.
3 hours before sunrise on October 10th, the moon and Venus will appear just 5 degrees from each other.
For you early riser sky watchers, you may spot a beautiful sight in the eastern sky on Tuesday, October 10th. About 3 hours before sunrise, the bright planet Venus and a 17% lit crescent moon will appear just 5 degrees from each other, and the pair will be easily visible to the naked eye. Venus will rise about a half an hour after the moon. You can get the exact rise times for your location on timeanddate.com's night sky map and Planets Visible Tonight page. It will also be possible to see a couple of bright stars around the crescent moon and Venus. On the mornings of Wednesday, October 11th and Thursday, October 12th, it will be possible to glimpse the ever slimmer crescent moon, just 10% and 5% illuminated, respectively, as it approaches its new moon phase, when it will eclipse the sun on Saturday, October 14th.
Just what is the most popular Halloween costume this year? We'll talk about that after the break. Stick around.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Thanks for staying with us. With Halloween around the corner, CasinoRocket.com analyzed data to predict the most popular Halloween costumes for 2023.
Halloween is just around the corner, and it's that time of the year when people of all ages dress up in their favorite costumes. CasinoRocket.com analyzed the data to predict the most popular Halloween costumes for 2023. Number 5, pirate costume with 40,000 monthly searches. The Grinch costume, also with 40,000 monthly searches. Number 3, the Velma costume from Scooby-Doo at 42,000 monthly searches. Number 2, Wednesday Addams costume with 50,000 monthly searches. And number 1, Squid Game costume at 136,000 monthly searches.
Here's your look at sports with Mikey.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports. WNBA playoffs. The finals kicked off on Sunday. Las Vegas Aces victorious over the New York Liberty. 99-82. Game 2 is on Wednesday from Michelob Ultra Arena. Golden Knights had a nice weekend. They roughed up the LA Kings on Saturday, 7-4. They welcome the Seattle Kraken tomorrow for preseason. They also received their Stanley Cup championship rings. Bling. The Raiders' Monday Night Football game is about to kick off from Allegiant Stadium. Pahrump Valley Trojan varsity football had a rough one in Moapa Valley on Friday. 53-0. Yikes. I can't find the JV score anywhere online. They either won or lost. Trojans play Meadows this Friday for homecoming, and that's your News 25 look at sports.
Pat Lemming from Never Forgotten Animal Society is here to tell us about a rescue dog from California named Teddy that is looking for his new forever home.
Today's Rescue a Pet segment is brought to you by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hi everyone, this is Pat with Never Forgotten Animal Society in Pahrump. We are at 3091 North David Street off of Bella Vista in the northern part of Pahrump between Blag and Leslie. With me I have Teddy. Teddy is one of our rescues from a kill shelter in Riverside, California. He's one of our 6 elderly dogs that we rescued from that facility. He's a very, very sweet boy. He is older and he does like having a very drama-free environment. He likes to be able to just lay down and rest and be in a lap and just give you kisses. Not really high energy, just kind of likes being like a couch potato, if you will. He really enjoys company. He really wants to be with people. He is potty trained, and he is housebroken, and he is a very, very sweet boy. His adoption fee is $250, which includes his neuter, microchip, all of his vaccinations, and rabies certificate. He is here for you to come by and see at 3091 North David Street in the northern part of Pahrump. We are open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 5 every day. You're more than welcome to come on by and visit. He will be available to be seen anytime, no appointment necessary. So please come on by at your convenience. Our phone number is 775-537-8674, and you're welcome to come by anytime, no appointment necessary. Thank you.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Sneaking a peek outside at the Lerner and Rowe WeatherCam. Look at those clouds, fluffy clouds across the mountains. Full weather forecast for the week is coming up in just a few. Stay with us. John will be right up next.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, all up and down the Ace Country Radio Network and to your mobile device on the local BTV app. the app that's got the secret feature that'll fold your laundry and put it away. Look for it. Fernley, 77 degrees, 76 out there in Fallon. Carson City hit 75, and that almost made them the Cool Spot Award winner. But as we march down the map, Tonopah at 76, you're out of the money. 75 in Goldfield, and look at your low tonight. 42 degrees, definitely chilly. So rarely are you in the money. Congratulations out in Goldfield. Ring, ding, ding. You won the cold Kohler Award, I guess what you call it. 87 degrees out there in Beatty. 93 in Amargosa makes them the hot spot. Las Vegas, perfect poolside weather at 90. And out in Death Valley, 100 degrees. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look at our temperature, 89 degrees. That sounds pretty good. Great way to start the week. 91 just a little bit earlier. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. You know we're going to have a gorgeous sunset. Sunrise this morning at 6:45. And look for that sunset to hit us at 6:16. Going to be some great colors up in the sky tonight. A low of 61 degrees. Not too bad. Might want to put on a little sweater if you're hanging around outside towards the morning hours. But coming up for the rest of the week, well, it looks like sunshine we got for the next 3 days anyway. Temperatures dipping down a little bit as the wind is kicking up to 16 miles per hour over the next couple of days. We'll see that wind increasing and the temperatures dropping down to the mid-70s. But we get a little bouncing return. Over the weekend, it's going to be sunshiny and not too windy, and temperatures running up into the mid-80s again. Nice way to celebrate fall with a couple beautiful weekends in a row. All right, banging it. We love that. Back to the desk. Here's Missy.
Thanks, John. Well, that's what we've got for you tonight here at News 25. We thank you so much for watching. I'm Missy Kohler. Have a great night.